Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now today I thought I'd speak about Southport killer, Axel, whatever his surname is, I couldn't really care less to be honest, whose case went before the Attorney General because families of some of the unfortunate murdered children complained, saying that they felt that the sentence he received, because he got a 52-year sentence, was too lenient. Okay, now, I understand. Now, I've got 5 children of my own. You know, I'd be heartbroken if any of them got murdered or died or anything like that. So, at such a young age, my kids are younger. You know, my oldest is 9 years of age. Now, the question I ask, are they correct? It's too lenient. Now, at the time of when he got sentenced, I did a video on the death penalty, should it be reintroduced? And there was a lot of people that said this guy deserved the death penalty. I had other people who said throw away the key, put him in jail for the rest of his life. Now the argument is, and this is me putting a really bad argument, and I'm going to be bashed for this, is saying he was 17, didn't really know what he's doing, he'd been manipulated by Al Qaeda, and all this rubbish. I'm a firm believer you're accountable for your actions. Yes, he's 17. He's not 5 and doesn't understand what he did. It was pre-planned. So, how they got to 52 years, I don't know, because as far as I'm aware, normally most murderers are looking at 20 to 30 years. Somewhere around that. Premeditated murder, you're looking at around that kind of figure. Killed 3 kids, so if you go at the minimum 20 years, that's 60 years. Now, if you say he's going to do the full 52 years, okay, before he's eligible for parole, it's going to be like 69. He's 18 at the moment. So we'll say 70. We'll round it up. So we're going to say he's going to be 70. The chance of him being paroled and near 0, he'd be lucky to actually reach that age, spending the next 52 years in jail. He'd be lucky to get to that with the conditions and everything here in British jails. Now, there is an argument, and I'll put this forward, because like in America, it's life without parole. A lot of the time, first degree murder, which is what this basically is, American version of first degree murder. Should they have given them a whole life tariff? They're capable of doing it. They do it for the worst types of criminals, which are mainly murderers, and they're normally multiple murderers. He's technically classified as a serial killer. He's killed 3 people. He tried to kill another 8. I would actually argue he should have been given a whole life tariff. Why they didn't, I don't know. I understand to a degree why the Attorney General has basically come out and said it's not a very lenient sentence. I understand why the families have complained and said it's a lenient sentence. You know, most of the families, I know this is going to be horrible for me to say, probably aren't going to be around when he's up for parole. And if they are, they're going to be a ripe old age. You know, they're going to be of retirement age, especially the parents. You know, I feel really bad for doing this because like I said, I've got kids of my own. So if I was the Attorney General, I would have said, right, let's change this. Let's make it a whole life tariff. You know, death penalty's off the table. So it's the only other option that the Attorney General really had, was giving them a whole life tariff. You can't give them much longer. What are you going to do? Give them 60 years? It's not going to make a lot of difference. Chances of them getting out of jail are near 0. Because like I've already said, he's going to be 70 by the time he's eligible for parole. You know, short of us going even more soft than this country already is, you know, and, you know, pushing for him to have early release or anything, something like that. I shouldn't even joke it, you know, because I could seriously see that something like that happening. I do feel sorry for the families, the parents, you know, any brothers and sisters. I do have deeper sympathies for them, but I don't actually see any other option. That if they were going to do something, the only option is a whole life tariff. And yet he would deserve it. You know, at the end of the day, he murdered three kids. He's the lowest of the low. So, what I'm going to say is, what do you think that the Attorney General should have done? And let's not all come in on the bandwagon and say it's should have got the death penalty. Death penalty's off the table. He hasn't committed treason. As far as I'm aware, the only way you can get the death penalty in the UK is for treason. He hasn't committed it, unfortunately, so we can't go down that route. The only option is either extending the sentence. Nobody be stupid enough to say shorten it. So what do you reckon? Do you reckon it should have been increased? Do you think are you brave enough to say it should have been shortened, or should he have got a whole life tariff? Let us know in the comments down below. For now, thanks for watching, and if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe, and I'll speak to you again a bit later. But for now, I'll speak to you later.